It's PWC News Desk time, and today's story takes us back to WWE Payback 2013, where Kaitlyn and AJ Lee did something that you're never supposed to do on a WWE pay-per-view. They ignored the clock. The match saw AJ Lee defeat Kaitlyn to win her first Divas Championship, beginning what would eventually become the longest Divas title reign in WWE history at that time. But the real story happened behind the curtain. During a recent episode of the Rewind, Recap, Relive podcast, Celeste Bonin, better known to wrestling fans as Kaitlyn, revealed that the match ran longer than planned. Apparently, the referee kept telling them to bring the match home because they were running out of time. The problem? AJ Lee wasn't having it. According to Kaitlyn, the crowd was going crazy, the story was working, and AJ wanted to keep going. The referee kept saying, "Take it home." AJ kept saying, "No." Now that's confidence. Or madness. Possibly both. Kaitlyn admitted they probably had another 2 minutes of story left to tell, and instead of rushing through it, they decided to keep going. What's funny is that the Divas were usually the ones getting their time cut whenever other matches ran long. This time, they were the ones stealing the extra time. And whose match did they cut into? John Cena's. Out of all the people in WWE, that's probably the last guy you want to annoy. Imagine borrowing 2 minutes from a John Cena match. That's like borrowing money from The Undertaker. You know he's going to come looking for it. When the match was over and they got backstage, Cena was waiting in gorilla position. And according to Kaitlyn, Cena gave them a warning. He looked at them and said, "Never do that again." Then immediately followed it up with, "Great match." That's the most John Cena thing I've ever heard. 1 second he's the disappointed father, the next second he's the proud coach. I can picture it now. Cena standing there with his hands on his hips. "Ladies, don't ever do that again." Seriously though, great match. Now let me give my thoughts. First of all, I understand why Cena wasn't happy. WWE pay-per-views run on strict timing. One match running over affects everybody else. Production, entrances, commercials, main events, everything. So from a professional standpoint, Cena was absolutely right. But at the same time, if the crowd is invested and the story is working, that's what wrestling is supposed to be about. The fact we're still talking about that match over a decade later tells you something. AJ Lee and Kaitlyn made people care. And let's be honest, AJ Lee was one of the best female performers WWE had during that era. She connected with the audience. She had personality. She had charisma. And she wasn't afraid to push boundaries. As for John Cena, there have been plenty of stories about him over the years. Some people say he helped younger talent. Others say he protected his spot fiercely. Some say he lifted people up. Others say he buried them. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. That's what happens when you're the face of a company for over a decade. Every decision gets magnified. Every victory gets criticized. Every loss gets analyzed. But in this story, I don't think Cena buried anybody. I think he did what a locker room leader is supposed to do. He told them they broke the rules. Then he gave them credit for having a great match. And honestly, that's fair. Still, part of me wishes AJ's response had been, "Okay, John," then, "You can't see me." Now that would have been a headline.